Hello, dear students. In our today's lecture, we are going to study about the bacterial ribosome, its structure and function. So, let's start with ribosome. Now, what is ribosome? Ribosomes are the tiny granular structure present inside the cell. If we consider about the prokaryotic cell, as it does not contain cell membrane, it is present freely inside the cell, and these ribosomes are the ribonucleoprotein particles, and they serves as a workbench within the mRNA, acting as a blueprint in the process of the protein synthesis. These ribosomes are an important part in the process of translation, which includes the synthesis or the formation of proteins. They they are slightly large and a complex molecule which may be present in both the type of cells like prokaryotic cell as well as in the eukaryotic cell, where in prokaryotic cell the ribosome which is present is of 70s type, whereas in eukaryotic cell 80s type ribosome is present, and this serves as a primary site where the protein synthesis occurs. See, as we have discussed earlier, the prokaryotic cell consists of 70s type of ribosome, which again consists two types of subunit, which is 30s subunit and 50s subunit. And eukaryotic ribosome consists of 80s ribosome, which consists smaller subunit which is 40s and larger subunit which is 60s. Now, what are these subunits? What is 70s? What is 80s? That we will study in detail in our further points. So, for the first time, ribosome was discovered by the scientist Pallade in the year 1955. He found that under electron microscope, he observed a dense molecule which was having two types of subunit, and he named it as a ribosome. If we consider about the prokaryotic cell, as now we are going to study about the bacterial ribosome, the ribosome differs greatly in the number depending on the type of the cell. If we take for an example E. coli, the E. coli may have near about 15,000 to 20,000 ribosomes present inside its cell, means near about 15% of cell mass is captured with the help of these ribosomes. There are two types of ribosomes present. One is matrix ribosome, and second type of ribosome is plasma membrane ribosome. This matrix ribosome is important for the synthesis of protein which remain inside the cell. सेल के अंदर जो प्रोटीन प्रेजेंट होता है या फिर सेल के अंदर जो प्रोटीन यूज होता है, that protein is synthesized with the help of matrix ribosome, and protein which is transported outside the cell to carry out different function is synthesized with the help of plasma membrane ribosome. Then the next point is domains of ribosome. There are two domains of ribosome. One is your translational domain and second one is exist domain. Now what is translational domain? The region which is responsible for the translation is called as translational domain. Now what is translation? Translation is a process of protein synthesis. जिस एरिया में, जिस रीजन में प्रोटीन सिंथेसाइज होता है, प्रोटीन फॉर्म होता है, प्रोटीन प्रोड्यूस होता है, उस एरिया को, उस डोमेन को ट्रांसलेशनल डोमेन कहते हैं. एंड both the subunits, smaller subunit as well as larger subunit, is associated with the translational domain. And the second type of domain is your exist domain. This exist domain is the site of ग्रोइंग पेप्टाइड चेन. मतलब हमारी जो पेप्टाइड चेन होती है, दैट पेप्टाइड चेन इमर्जेंस और कम्स आउट फ्रॉम दिस एक्सिस्ट डोमेन, एंड दिस एक्सिस्ट डोमेन इज लोकेटेड इन द साइड ऑफ द सब यूनिट. अभी देखो हमने यहाँ क्या देखा कि दो टाइप के डोमेन प्रेजेंट होते हैं. एक होता है डोमेन मतलब रीजन. ट्रांसलेशन रीजन में क्या होता है कि प्रोटीन सिंथेसिस कैरिड आउट होती है, और एग्जिस्ट डोमेन में पेप्टाइड चेन वहाँ से इमर्ज होती है या फिर निकलती है. दिस वॉज ऑल अबाउट द राइबोसोम. नाउ वी विल स्टडी द एग्जैक्ट स्ट्रक्चर ऑफ राइबोसोम, फॉर विच वन शुड अंडरस्टैंड द डायमेंशंस or the length of ribosome. As we have discussed earlier, the prokaryotic ribosomes are commonly called as 70S ribosomes, whose dimensions are about 14 to 15 nanometer by 20 nanometer. Means they are near about 14 by 20 nanometers in size, and its molecular weight is approximately 2.7 million Daltons. And these 70S ribosome is made up of two types of subunit, which includes 50S subunit known as larger subunit, and smaller subunit is 30S subunit. These prokaryotic ribosome, it is not bound to the membrane, and it is smaller and less dense as compared to the eukaryotic ribosome. And these ribosomes are composed of two subunits, each of which consists of a protein and a type of RNA called as ribosomal RNA. राइबोसोम में जो RNA प्रेजेंट होता है, दैट RNA इज नोन एज राइबोसोमल RNA. Here you can see that prokaryotic or 70S ribosome, it consists of 50S subunit and 30S subunit. Now we are discussing about the ribosome, and we are saying that it is 70S type. What does S in these type means? It is a rate of sedimentation, and S stands for Swedberg's unit. The S in the 70S and similar value stands for Swedberg's unit, and this Swedberg's unit is nothing but the rate of sedimentation. जितना ज़्यादा हेवी मॉलिक्यूल होगा ड्यूरिंग सेंट्रीफ्यूगेशन प्रोसेस वो उतनी ही ज़्यादा स्पीड से सेटल होता है, एंड दिस सेटलिंग वेलोसिटी is calculated with the help of Swedberg's unit. When we understand about the 30th subunit, 30th subunit is smaller and has the molecular weight near about 0.9 into 10 raised to 6 Dalton, and it is made up of 16 sRNA and 21 पॉलीपेप्टाइड चेन. 21 पॉलीपेप्टाइड चेन से 30th सब यूनिट बनता है एंड इट कंसिस्ट ऑफ 16 sRNA. Here you can see the structure of 30th subunit, which consists of head and which consists of three parts: head, platform, and base. The largest subunit present in 70th ribosome is 50th subunit, which consists of 1.8 into 10 raised to 6 Daltons of molecular weight, and it consists of two types of RNA. It may be 5s rRNA or 23s rRNA with 34 polypeptide chain. When we see the structure of 50s subunit, it is quite complex as compared to the 30s subunit. If we study the role or the function of ribosomal RNA, and it is the rRNA is transcribed from the certain portion of DNA by the same energy required process used for the synthesis of mRNA and tRNA. rRNA जो होता है, rRNA is transcribed. Transcription is the process of synthesis of RNA from the DNA molecule. जैसे tRNA और mRNA DNA से सिंथेसाइज्ड होता है, उतनी ही एनर्जी यूटिलाइज करके rRNA भी DNA से सिंथेसाइज किया जाता है. And it has two important roles. First one is it initiates or starts the process of protein synthesis. The role of ribosomal RNA or rRNA is it starts the process of protein synthesis, as well as it binds to the initiating factors at 3' end of amino acid tRNA. There are different sites of the ribosome. The ribosomes have three important sites. Here you can see in the diagram that the peptidal or donor site is known as P site. This P site is known as peptidal or donor site. Then the second site present on the ribosome is your A site. A site, here you can see, is the amino acid or acceptor site. And the third site present on the ribosome is your exist site, here, which is known as your E site. Okay, these are the three different types of sites which are important for the initiation of protein synthesis. Then what is the function of ribosome? The main important function of ribosome is that The ribosome is involved in the process of protein synthesis, and these protein synthesis is divided into the three stages, which is initiation, where the protein synthesis start, elongation, where the polypeptide chain is formed, and termination, where the protein synthesis is completed. So the important function carried out by the ribosome is the process of production or the synthesis of ribosome. So this was all about the ribosome present inside the bacterial cell or the prokaryotic ribosome. Thank you.